Hello and welcome. Our session today is about e-learning. E-learning is the use of recent advances of information technology in improving knowledge management and knowledge transfer effectiveness. We can classify e-learning techniques and types into different types according to means of communication, types of scheduling, the class structure, the technology used, or the delivery methods. With regard to the means of communication, we can classify e-learning techniques into a solely technique, which can be done online, which means the audience goes to a website and communicate or interact with the e-learning website only, or into a blended technique, which means he will interact face-to-face in real life or personally with the tutor, maybe through a video audio chat, in addition to communication and interaction online. So with regard to the means of communication, it can be done either solely alone online, or it can be done in a mixed or blended technique, which means the audience or the learner meet with the tutor in real life and meet with him online. Another type of classification is according to the scheduling. According to scheduling, it can be classified into synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous means there is a real-time communication, like in teleconference, and asynchronous means there is no real-time communication. You as a tutor will communicate with the audience only through emails or discussion board or something like this, but there will be no real-time communication. Another type of classification according to the class structure, the e-learning can be classified into self-paced, where the candidate is provided only with a full detailed material and some scheduled tasks, which the audience or the learner has to do it according to certain deadlines, or it can be classified into an instructor-led class. In an instructor-led class, a guide only is given to the candidate, and the instructor has to evaluate the progress of the candidate every now and then. So in the second type, which is the instructor-led, the candidate is not provided with a full detail, but provided only with a guide. Another type of classification is according to the technologies used. It can be a WBT or a CBT or an electronic simulation, a teleconference, or through a video, television, or a radio. The WBT is the web-based technology or web-based tutor, which means an online learning, or the computer and CD-ROM technology is called CBT, computer-based training. The first one is the WBT, the web-based training. The second one is the CBT, the computer-based training. The third type is through electronic simulation. The fourth is through teleconferencing or through video, television, or radio, the traditional old methods. E-learning also can be classified according to delivery methods into a simple way, which means one-way communication, which means transfer from the information is transferred from the computer into the audience in one way, or into an interactive two-way communication from the computer to audience and vice versa. The third type of delivery is interactive with assessment, which is a two-way communication from the computer to audience and vice versa, in addition to effectiveness assessment. The effectiveness of different technologies used may vary according to specific factors, which is the availability. Is the course available in specific times or on demand? The effectiveness also can vary according to the retention of the attendees or the trainees to the course, according to the customization and how much it meets the needs of the trainee and the audience. It can vary also according to the learner or the ability of the learner to control the content. Can the learner control the content, or is it standard? The accessibility, which depends mainly on the internet connection and the hardware specifications. With regard to the e-learning technology infrastructure, it's better to be platform independent, which means it can work on any operating system, whether it is Unix or Windows or Macintosh or whatever. The design of the website or the electronic material, it has to be basic and with simple interface, not very complicated, because the audience might be not too much into computers. The content has to be concise. It would be great if there is a chatting program, so optimum communication with the tutor is maintained. It also would be great if there is a message board, which is very important to provide a communication environment for the discussion between the participants of the same course, where they can exchange knowledge and help each other in solving assignments. There are two more important definitions with regard to the infrastructure. There must be a learning management system, which we call the LMS. The LMS is a platform for managing educational resources, skills, and activities to measure and assess the functional outcomes of the educational process. There is also the LCMS, which is the Learning Content Management System. It deals with sourcing, creation, storage, and management of the educational resource. I would like to talk with you also about some etiquette and protocols specific to e-learning courses. First, the student must be contacted every now and then. If you are a program administrator or a tutor, don't leave your student alone in life. You must contact him every now and then. Schedules, agendas, regulations, and grading systems and consents should be sent to the candidates before the start of the course. The candidate should be informed when he or she become halfway in the course, so this will be some sort of motivation. He is about to achieve his target, he is about to finish his course, and also again he or she does not feel that he is alone in life. Photo profiles for candidates and the tutor can improve better communication between the candidates and the tutors or among the candidates themselves. Different varieties for contacting the program coordinator and the tutors must be available. The candidate should contact the program coordinator or the tutor through emails or messaging board or chatting program. Every student must have a responsible tutor or facilitator. The common ratio for tutor to candidates depends on the nature of the course and on the responsibilities of the instructor, whether the instructor, for example, whether the instructor is going to just mark the assignment and activity, or he will explain the unclear parts in the materials or whatever his responsibilities are. The activities, assignments, and quizzes with deadlines must be provided after each unit as a sort of follow-up and a sort of assessment to evaluate the progress of the candidate. Confirmation messages must be sent after the candidate uploads his assignment or quiz, so the candidate gets sure that he already did the required task. Some organizations offering e-learning courses prefer that the student sign an educational material agreement to guarantee that he or she will not distribute the materials among others. Some organizations also request from the candidate to sign another consent declaring that he or she is the same person doing the quiz and the exams. Thank you for your attention and best wishes.